Happy Friday!
Happy Friday. This is episode 41, by the way. Did you know
Wow, we are cruising. I mean, we did say we were going to do an episode a week for this year, but that's definitely not gone to plan, has it?
that? At some point, we both started working way more than we assumed.
Yeah, it's all right. We're packing them in this week. I reckon we could do another one before the week is through.
Why not? Let's let's do it. Let's do it.
How you doing? What did you do today?
I'm tired. I set three rope lead routes from my lift. I have a little
Oh,
garage now for my lift. Tom built me a garage, so it's just driving around and putting more holes onto the wall.
nice.
Felt, I don't know, felt semi-inspired, but that's rope setting. Lefty, righty, lefty, righty.
That what like do you ever set any like jumps and crazy stuff off? Because you're doing off the lift. It's quite easy to do crazy shit, no?
Yeah, I did like for the thing is if it's like on the top rope walls or like on the side walls, it's not top rope, but it's just 12 meters high, sometimes even.
Uh,
Yeah, so it's not the biggest, so I wouldn't do a jump before like 4 or 5 meters. Maybe I'm really
mm,
old school. And then a lot of the walls are vertical, so I do more balancy stuff and encourage people to climb funky stuff on the top rope. Maybe
nice.
on Wednesday I will put another funky top rope route in.
Have
That's
have you have you set the steep section at Frankenera yet?
Yes, it's a lot of like reverse parking.
You're a bad driver?
No, I'm actually not. Like
Oh,
I think I do well if no one is watching me. Then I do big curves. But I don't think it would be interesting. Maybe next time we tape something on the floor and then we just like drive around and
just
like
do some
we hit it in a random spot and someone needs to do like lift parking
yeah,
within
do
like
some
30
parking
seconds.
practice. Yeah. Speed runs. Yes.
On
But
a
it but
lift.
but it has to be fully extended, so it's really scary.
It's not scary. It's just like way slower. Like you drive
It's
slower, and it's a little bit wobbly.
a
Yeah,
little bit wobbly, yeah.
that's more or less the
Yeah.
thing. Like if I really extend it, then sometimes I drive back just like 20 centimeters. Then my head might bump into something, or like might hit a rail.
So
Um,
scary.
you need to be aware of your surroundings all the time. Mad-Eye Moody would be like, "Watch out!" Now, what does it say? What does Mad-Eye Moody say in English? Watch
Oh,
out, Potter. Be
I
aware.
don't know. I just remember his eye spinning around like crazy.
Yeah. And why is Brendan Gleeson an airy British TV production?
Because he's great. He's in I need to rewatch In Bruges. He was in that, right?
Yes,
So good. I might rewatch that tonight actually.
it's a good one.
There you go.
So
I watched Marty Supreme last night and I would give it 6 out of 10. Not impressed.
that's okay. I didn't watch it. Didn't plan on watching it. I
Mm.
had my fair share of what do you call like the not the blockbuster cinema? Like Marty. Like is it art cinema?
Oh, yeah, there's a name for it. Art House.
Art house. Yeah.
Um yeah, but you watched Wuthering Heights and you didn't like it, huh?
Yeah. Fuck that. It. So people who know me or people who don't know me, like I'm emotional. Like I'm kind of an emotional guy. Like I have I carry my emotions very like with me, and I'm not afraid to show them or to dive into them. The problem is when it's about music, it's like pretty much guided. Like it's always like great and good emotions. But when I watch movies like dramas, it can really catch me. It can make me feel like super, super bad. I felt so miserable watching Wuthering Heights. I felt so miserable. And if it would have kept on the movie for 20 more minutes, I would have just left. I felt like not really heartbroken. It was just like mean people. All of them suck, but like all of them are toxic towards each other. No one is having like a good time. And the whole theme about love and breaking hearts and blah, 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 blah. I felt so fucking miserable. And then it takes me like, I feel so sad. So it takes me like, you know, you know, like V's felt bad. Like, so my partner, like, she was like, okay, I'm not feeling too great, but I think it hurt her to see me how much I hurt. And then I needed like 3 Friends episodes to come back to like I
But
don't
this is
know.
what films are for. They should make you feel something, which is so it's arguably
Yes,
a good sign. Maybe it was a good film.
it really works out. Like, no, I think the film sucked anyway. But it's like,
Okay.
you know, like I cannot watch Brokeback Mountain again because it breaks my heart. Like, how can you know? Like, it's a powerful storytelling
Hmm.
device movie, and I know what's happening, and I know it's just a movie. I never
Yeah.
had bad dreams or nightmares after a movie. Like, I watched Silence of the Lambs when I was 10 or 11,
Yeah, brutal.
and but like other like the drama stuff. Yeah, that's why I'm such a big fan of Fast and the Furious.
because it's brainless and it doesn't hurt you. Yeah, yeah.
It entertains me.
You're a fragile guy.
I've
I like
yeah,
watching horrors.
yeah, me too.
I like watching horrors and then not watching something else after it and just going straight to bed because I'm
Yeah,
scared. Scared of the dark.
I love being scared. It doesn't scare me in a long time, like for a long time. I watched Hereditary. Uh,
I didn't know that. Harry, what?
wait, Hereditary. Hereditary.
Oh,
Not
Hereditary. Oh my
Hereditary.
god.
That's it. I always have like the two.
Hereditary is 10 out of 10.
We
One of
watched
the
it in the
best ever.
movies, and it was
Yeah.
like so traumatic that I don't remember a lot of it, but it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I've not felt sick from a film before until watching Hereditary. The bit where the girl's
The head.
head comes off blew my mind. I was like, wow, this is hard to watch now. But one of my favorite films of all time for sure.
And it's in the beginning as well. There's so much stuff still happening afterwards.
Yeah. That's right at the start, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn! This is another setting podcast. We should do a film episode maybe at some point.
Yeah. I'm
I
yeah.
I have a little tiny bit of scoop, tiny bit more information from the PCL if you're interested. So I spoke to a friend of mine who was judging at the event. Shout out Ollie Rag. He gave me a load of info, but he clarified that attempts don't count. It's just first to whatever hold. And he also clarified what would happen if no one does the first move.
Mm.
And indeed, it's true. It would be a running race. First person to pull on.
I like it because they don't have starting lines, right?
Yeah. And you can just edge your way backwards, keep going
Wobble, wobble.
backwards, and then boop, run. So
what happens if you're mean to your competitor? You know, like I'm doing the first move, you cannot do it. I'll just annoy you. I just get you off the wall.
I'd love to see it. I mean, it's going to happen, right? This will happen. Ollie was also saying, in the case of appeals or really close calls like I don't know if you remember the Romanian guy versus Timoa on the second boulder.
Yeah.
The Romanian guy actually thought he had won that round because he was like he was going. Do you remember the boulder very well at all?
The red
he was
slopers.
going from the red sloper and going up to the next red sloper rather than down. So he would have effectively got a higher score than Timoa, and he thought he had. But apparently, if that had gone to an appeal and it wasn't completely black and white, then the judge would have been on camera, like the Super Bowl, explaining exactly why the decision had been made or whatever. So that would have been cool.
Oh, I want to see the video assistance referee just like.
I want to see that. I want to see the VAR.
There's so much potential for drama.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
We got some comments underneath below the YouTube video as well, and some people proposed like a different kind of like pick of the rounds, like maybe the weaker seed picks this or that boulder. But so there's a lot of like thought. I like that a lot of people are like thinking about X Games, gamification, yada yada yada. But there was apparently also watching it live was not the most entertaining 6 hours some people spent there.
Yeah,
have you ever spent like 6 hours, or like maybe when you go to watch a Formula One, what do you do for 6 hours? That's a day.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to go and do. You know, you can walk around the whole track, see the corners, and then for a full
See the
no,
corners.
but no. It's
Yeah.
serious. It's a serious thing because you go to an F1 track for the first time. You know, you're like blown away by how the track looks in person. So it's not completely boring just stood
Yeah.
looking at a blank wall. And throughout the course of an F1 Sunday, there'll be at least 3 other races going on, and then there's usually like a classic car parade and a drivers parade. There's lots going on. So maybe the PCL should have had some on-stage performance for these people waiting around. But yeah, it sounded like a bit of a long day if you were actually in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad we watched it on TV, huh?
Yeah, me too. I thought about like what would pull us to go to a climbing competition.
Well, if I was available, I would have gone.
Yeah.
And so would you, I think.
Yeah, for me it was like a spontaneous that the weekend was free, like was planned, scheduled to have a workshop or some work. So I stayed at home because it didn't work.
Yeah. I think, for example, if there was a World Cup in Sheffield, or I happened to be in Prague the same weekend as the Prague World Cup, I would for sure go. I love it. You know, we've been in Brixton together. We watched the World Cup in Brixton. It was excellent. I love watching World Cups live. Yeah, I would have gone to PCL if I was available, but unfortunately busy.
Yeah, true. Okay, tell me why you were, or like any other thoughts about the PCL?
Oh yeah, one more thing. Apparently, for next time, they're looking into buying wider kilter boards.
Yeah.
So like double width maybe. That's official. That's on the cards.
That's pretty good for kilter. I like that.
That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool.
The biggest board in the whole world.
Yeah. And you mentioned the idea about having the next boulder preset on the back, and you just flip it.
Yes.
It's already been discussed. Ian Powell wants to do this.
Because Ian and I both have a similar brain.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But would I change anything about my brain?
No,
neither.
Of course not.
Of course not. It's between Fast and the Furious and Newton discovering gravity. It is fluctuating.
That's complex.
Oh
yeah.
I didn't move today. That's the thing. If you do setting from a lift, you don't move too much. Lift.
Did
lift
you
the crate? Do lift?
Did you throw a harness on and test, or did you test moves out of the lift?
No, I will do it tomorrow. But like if you're setting like 5 A's, 5 B's from a lift on a straight wall, you know, like move a foothold like 10 centimeters left or right. It doesn't matter that much when it comes to rope setting in a very like in the lower medium grades. It's really not that exciting. If it's like a lot of 3-dimensional work with the volume, pushing, pulling, then yes, but no. What about the pushing? Like do you think that we will ever get some pushing at the PCL?
Apparently the yellow boulder that we didn't get to see had some pushing.
Okay.
And that was a vert panel. Also, it wasn't mentioned, and it wasn't clear, but apparently the yellow boulder was a mixed boulder.
This is so cool. I think they should be able to pick the boulders.
Yeah.
So dope.
That would be cool to see a mixed men's and women's boulder at that level. I'm not sure if they tweaked it at all. Did you spot the ladders over there at any point? I'm not sure.
No. So many question marks.
Must have been shared. Yeah. But still, a day has passed and I'm still really positive about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
They should just quicken it up. But I like the show concept in between. We you know these kangaroo boots? Like where you can just like jump up and down on a boot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was setting a competition once, like I think 2011 or 2012, and at a trade show, like in Munich somewhere. And like every 3 hours, we had to stop setting and testing because they were pulling down a curtain. Like 20 people were just like jumping up and down in these kangaroo boots as a new like fitness exercise.
Oh, really? That's funny. That's great.
I want stuff like this, like the tailor shopping TV, like just people presenting weird stuff, like Will Ferrell and Ryan Gosling as the knife guys, just showcasing knives.
Was it a performance? They were putting on a show with the bouncy boots, with the kangaroo
I think
boots.
it was between like performance and you can also use these to just like lose weight.
I seem to remember a comp in Germany. Maybe it was Adidas Rockstars, where there was a guy or several guys like juggling with chalk balls. Do you remember that?
No, but it could be Adidas Rockstars. They had the live band.
Yeah, true.
And in my head, like this live band, that sounds a little bit like Mad Max. Like in Mad Max, Fury Road.
Yeah.
You have the guy on the guitar, like on the front of the car.
Yeah,
So for me, it sounds like really, really cool, but maybe it wasn't.
Witness me! What a film!
What a
Another
movie.
film.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch a Lord of the Rings. I don't know why I'm telling you that right now. I need to rewatch it. It's been a little while.
I think it's always a worthy option to tell people about that you want to watch, because people should watch more Lord of the Rings. It is great.
It's that time. It's that time of year for me. I feel like spring is a good time to watch it.
Yeah.
Just sit on your sofa all day.
I feel good about the sun coming out.
Yeah,
spring in general. I feel very much alive. Maybe I'm going to play table tennis later.
Oh, that's a shout. It's come out early though. It's only it's March now, isn't it? Yeah. Feels like it's very early for the weather to be so good. I'm going to the Peak District tomorrow.
I'm happy for you. What are you doing?
I'm going climbing. I'm going to go try Careless Talk again.
Lovely. How many times did you spend, or like how many days do you spend checking out Careless Talk so far?
This will be my 4th session.
Okay.
A good number of sessions. I find the mantle, the get on board very hard. But that is the hard bit. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully it's cool enough for me to try. Yeah.
I wonder how many people project something in a gym for that many times. You have like 4 sessions on a boulder.
I don't think. I would do if I was really psyched to be climbing inside, but because I set most of the boulders, it doesn't happen super often. But as a customer, I think I would. I would like to think that's a thing. Although in London, it's not so much a thing. I think people tend to like to do boulders within a session or two, and if they don't do it within a session or two, then they never come back to it. Is that similar in Germany?
I think so. Like right now, the Boulder Bundesliga is still at the academy, so there's a lot of people like coming from all over Germany trying the boulders. They sometimes come for 1 or 2 days, so they have like real long boulder sessions, like 6 to 7 hours on boulders. I didn't do this for a long time. Just thought about like, how did it make you feel knowing that a lot of people came to London and they went to other gyms? So they didn't go to Yonder, for example. Like
yeah. But the thing is, where did they go? They went to Sen, because Sen is like known for being super hard. We can't compete with the hard stuff at Sen. At Yonder, we can't compete. And then they went to the Font because the Font were heavily involved collaboratively with the PCL. So I felt a little bit gutted. Yonder's not incredibly well placed. Like location wise, it's a little bit tricky to get to in comparison to the Font borough, which is right next to the Shard, very central London. It makes sense that Yanya was there. That's fine. I mean, Yonder should have more visits from people overseas. If it was next to Heathrow, It would be busy all the time. Like Hang, we got loads of guys from the World Cups transiting through Heathrow, so they would come to Hang for a session on the way through, and that felt nice.
Yeah.
But no, we don't quite get that.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh well,
it's okay. I think
it's okay. We're okay.
okay. Lovely.
setting the comp wall at Yonder on Wednesday, so I'm psyched for that.
Oh wait, you're going just for 1 day trip to the peak?
Yeah, that's okay.
What's the ratio between driving and climbing?
6 hours driving, 6 hours climbing.
I mean, that's. Are you going on your own, or who's going?
No, Freddie High. Do you know Freddie
yeah.
High?
Yeah, about the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and then his friend Toby. So we'll have just have a climb. I don't know if the weather's good. Maybe we get like 8 hours climbing. Let's see.
I mean, that's great. I need to hit the rock in a bit, but I'm stuck inside. No.
Back in the day when there was a group of us really psyched on Gritstone, we would go in December or January. We would drive for 6 hours there and back, and maybe climb for like 3 hours. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So dumb, but we always got loads of stuff done.
For all the listeners out there, we went to the peak, like Jake and I, like 2 years ago, and it was like miserable. It was like 2 degrees. No, the weather was miserable. It was 2 degrees, sunshine and clear sky, but it was windy as fuck.
Yeah.
And that was the last time I ever went outdoor climbing below 18 degrees. The last time ever. And it will be the last time ever.
No, it won't be. I'll take you back to the grit. Yeah,
but
it was cold
when it's
that
like
day,
windy
wasn't
and 20.
Yeah,
so
true. Yeah.
Cold.
It was brutally cold, and we were at Burbage West, where it's like famously windy as well. It's not sheltered at all. Take you somewhere a bit more sheltered next time, I think.
It's okay.
I was scrolling through my Instagram the other day, and I found a picture of me, you, Holly, and a load of guys from the Arch. Maybe B was there. There's a picture of all of us at
the Robin Hood thingies.
Yeah, Robin Hood Stride. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was a fun day out.
That was great. I'd like to go back there and climb this egg. The egg. Is it called
the egg? Yes, I think it's called the egg. Six something. Anyway, that's a cool boulder. Very smooth. I think that was 9 years ago.
Could be. Yeah.
So savage. Oh my god.
Could be.
All right. Do we have Discord questions to do? Should we do that?
Something popped up because someone out there from our friends is about to open a gym at the end of the year. And before opening a gym, like I called you our friend. I forgot your name, but thanks for asking. I feel so bad. No. So there were like 2 questions pre-opening the gym. And the questions were more or like, how many colors would like to have in a gym, and which colors? And second question is Jan, Gian, Gian. So how many colors, which colors, but also which difficulty grades levels. How many circuits or how many levels would you have in a gym? What do you want to start with first, like colors, or like he also provided a nice color chart. Maybe I'm talking about the color chart he provided was black holes, yellow holes, pink, purple, teal, blue, and white, which looks
black,
very
yellow,
beautiful.
Pink, purple, blue, white, teal. Yeah, color. I would go. I really like 6 colors, really, really minimal, and then maybe one other color for the wall. And you could also have that same wall color as like house volumes. I like the minimal side of things. We ended up with 7 colors at Hang. We had black, yellow, purple, green, orange, red, blue. Yes. We had those 7, and it was really clean. The problem with really few, like a small number of colors, is the density always has to stay relatively low. You get to a point in the setting day where you can't. You've set 3 blues, for example. You can't put another blue on the wall because there's no space for another blue. It will clash with the existing 3 boulders there. So you're always limited in terms of density. So I would go for 6 or 7 colors. Can you just say which colors he chose again, or they chose?
It is black and white,
Yeah,
yellow, purple, always good.
yeah,
But now we're getting into it.
yeah.
Pink, teal / mint, and blue.
Okay, cool.
No
You're
green. You're making me already happy, John, because I dislike green in a color mixed with other colors. Maybe we're asking Jake, who has green holes at his gym, how did the green colors behave? Like, like were you limited to 1 or 2 brands, or was it easy to mix all the green colors?
yeah, never easy to mix, unfortunately. Actually, purple also. Green and
Yeah.
purple are notoriously hard to color match.
Orange as well. Orange and pink as well. Huh?
Yeah, true. The issue, well, it's not really an issue, to be honest. At Yonder, we have a custom green as well, so it's even harder to mix. So every time we order green, it has to be a custom. I think it's like forest green or something. It's really dark and moody. I really like that green. I'm not like you, Nikki. I'm a big fan of green on a climbing wall. I think it looks cool,
Good.
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter so much. I think for me, the standout color that I don't like out of the list is. Can you guess?
Pink.
I'm okay with pink nowadays. There's another one that bothers me slightly.
Yellow or white?
White.
White is difficult, huh?
White for me is problematic because if it's white PU, then it has a tendency to discolor over a long period of time. For example, if you're washing the holds outside in the sun, even like 2 or 3 hours of exposure to UV can discolor it to slightly yellow.
It doesn't even have to be outside. It can just come through the windows and color stain your white.
Spot on. And if it's PE polyester, then or even fiberglass, especially if you don't have carpet, then the white holds become completely rubbered in and dirty and disgusting looking very quickly. Where do you know where in the world they are? If you were to guess, my advice is if you don't have carpeted matting, I would avoid white.
Well, they're spelling colors with OU, which could be an indicator for British, huh?
Interesting. Yeah, true. Okay. Well, maybe you'll be okay then.
Or maybe it's a UK expat somewhere else.
Yeah, true.
But
could be Jamie Jack.
Could be Jamie Jack.
Jamie Jacks. Jamie Jacks is coming to London, by the way.
Wait, what? When?
He's a Expression like rep.
Yeah.
Expression ambassador. He's doing a thing at Yonder with Beta and me in the middle.
When?
Well, it's not confirmed, but it will be September or October.
Lovely. Maybe
I'll let you know. You should come.
My way over just for coffee. I'd like to come just like step on the plane. Just step out in London. There's a red carpet. I don't have my climbing shoes or my drill with me. Just chilling there.
No, you're not allowed. You'll have to set a boulder.
But it's Jamie Jack. It's no. Yeah, that will be cool. How did we get to Jamie from there? UK abroad.
UK expat. Yeah, exactly.
UK expat. Yeah.
Other colors, teal and I was gonna say I used to think the relationship between blue and mint is a little bit close. If you're colorblind, for example, if you have a lot of colorblind customers for whatever reason, they will not be able to tell the difference between those colors. But there's also other colors in the list. I think if you get a good mint and a good blue, they actually don't clash that badly.
And you're avoiding. Oh no, you're not really avoiding. You still have purple and pink. but purple
Yeah.
and pink are usually like very, I don't know what color blind people, but
If you have purple and pink, it's okay. But if you also have purple, pink, orange, and red, then it can become
yeah.
wow, too very, very clashy. Especially red,
Mm.
pink, red, and purple. Wow, it's a crazy combination. No, I think that's a really nice color selection, in my opinion.
If you want to avoid some of these issues, you can always set Equipe Tricolore and then Jamaica. That's what we call it, like for rope gyms in Germany. We have you have one line, maximum 3 colors, Equipe Tricolore, or the Union Jack, which
Yeah,
is black, blue, white, and red. And then
yeah,
the next line or the next little sector is either Jamaica, which is yellow, green, and black, or you replace one of these. It could be like yellow, black, and then other
purple.
mint or purple or pink, like always like in a little rotation through these colors. If you're picking these 7 colors now, John. Yeah, it makes a gym look really tidy. I think mono, like the gym in Münster we used to do this in the bouldering area, and it just looks pretty nice.
How many colors did you have at mono?
6
Yeah, six.
black,
Six seems tidy.
green, but back then I used like green doesn't looks okay, but like you shouldn't have green and red in the gym. So like it's totally fine to have green but no red tonish or not too close to each other, because I
Oh,
think that bites a little bit too much. But
uh-huh.
yeah, we had, and that's how I also opened stunt work. Like first circuit black, second one green. So black, which was a dumb idea. I thought like the first circuit is like make it black so it gets like has like a high traffic, so it
Yeah.
can
Okay.
stay dirty. That was my
Mm,
thought behind it. And I was also like, if the first 2 circuits like they take a hold, which looks very similar, green or black, it doesn't matter that much to the difficulty. But in the end, like it's not like the most heavy used frequented circuit. So black could be like, if it's like circuit setting by color, then it should be in the middle somewhere. Anyway, I had black,
mhm.
green, then red, then blue, then yellow and white. Same reason for yellow and white, because like if they're a little bit dirty and people confuse yellow and white, people who usually climb yellow or white, they know what goes into the boulder, what does not belong to the boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because once a yellow is all chalked up, it can look like white. But if you know which
Yeah.
holes go in which circuits, it's okay.
Yeah.
So may as well put it on the harder side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yellow and purple. You mentioned you had yellow and purple from the get go at Stumpwerk, and it's
Yeah.
like the most goated combination. Yellow and purple,
Yeah.
so good.
I mean,
Lakers, black and yellow and gold. Oh my.
yeah, I think maybe the most common color we know is like is yellow and blue because it's like Sweden and IKEA. So
Yeah.
maybe a lot of people don't do it due to that, but yeah, it just works well. Moritz posted a color chart wheel like of good working colors well together, and
He put it in the Discord. Cool.
yeah,
Oh, that's really good.
I think there are like
Uh,
many colors which work well together. If I had like the space to do it, then I would probably do just a gym with 4 colors.
yeah. Yeah. Then
Looks
you have
so
to set
tidy.
super sparse, but because you have so much space, it's not a
Yeah,
problem. Yeah, exactly. It would look really, really good, wouldn't it?
yeah,
On the other side, if you don't care about like how it looks, does it look clean, whatever. There's a couple small walls in London who, whenever there's a set of holds available at a discount, doesn't
yeah.
matter what color, they'll just buy it. So they end up with like 20 different colors on their wall. And if you do that properly, actually, I think it can look kind of good. Like my favorite wall in the whole world, Mabu. I don't
Yeah.
know how many colors do they have? Like 15 at least, because there's all sorts of different shades and brands, and yeah, I think it can look good.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find the balance.
Yeah. Uh, I think it's very important, like, before you make the decision, are you fine with having like slight changes within one color? Like the production of Composite X is completely like the colors are slightly different to the production of Aragon. So if you're willing to mix these colors, or like how far are you okay like blue pill and blocks, for example. Like the fiberglass looks considerably like different to their own in-house produced
Yeah.
PU. Are you okay with that? Because if you're okay with it, then you have way more options. Let's put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
There are like some gyms which are like very particular about the PU and macro color that they match, and it limits and just bigger limitations and constraints on the choices you have to order holes and where from. And even if you order custom made, it's very difficult to hit the dark forest green in the next order 100% again. It's
Totally, and there might be some color combinations that you're not even aware of. Like, for example, one that springs to mind that I've been setting with last week, X-Cult Red. If you get X-Cult Red polyester holds, it's almost orange, but if you buy X-Cult Red fiberglass, it's like proper vibrant red, and they, in my opinion, don't go very well together at all. So if you need some extra advice to what we've given you on the colors and holds just now, send either me or Nikki a private message and we can go into detail.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Should we talk about grades?
Yes. Not really.
No, levels. You want to talk about levels?
Yeah, like that's it. Yeah, I don't like talking about grades. I think focusing too much on grades is losing touch to what you need in a gym, like the balance. Like you need some levels of, that's for sure.
For sure.
What you got at Yonder right now? It's V grades, right?
Yeah, it's V grades, and it's changing. It's changing soon.
But
secret.
But
Top secret.
But my question is like, who came up with V grades in the UK, an American difficulty system? Because you hated the French so much.
Yeah, true. I don't know why actually. It might have come from the Arch. You know, the Arch were one of the first walls in London, but don't know.
What did Milan have? Because Milan was the first, right?
I think Mile had font grading early on, but I don't know. No, I don't. It does seem now you say it does seem like a completely crazy idea, like an American system for outside being used inside in the UK. It's so dumb.
I mean, in Australia, 9 degrees has it as well, and Martijn is from the Netherlands. Maybe like attaching like single digits is a little bit, or like consequent digits is easier to understand than 6. Then up to 5, up to 4C, there's only 4 A, B, C, and then all of a sudden we're adding a plus, but we're not adding a minus.
Yeah.
I think that's
way to make it more confusing. Just just make it as simple as you possibly can. This is the best way. So what's the person's name again? Sorry.
Jan
asks what levels, what grading system we recommend, basically. Is that the question?
Or how many levels we need?
How many levels? What if you go levels, which you should.
Let me summarize it. How do we want to make the difficulty scale? We're quite set on numbers instead of colors, which is quite common around here. But color tags, that is, not whole colors, which is fine. But the question remains, how many of them? We have one gym in our area with color tags, one with numbers 2 to 12. Yeah, and then another one, which has 1 to 7 plus a joker.
Wait, what?
So there's one with color tags, one with numbers 2 to 12, and then they have another third gym, level 1 to 7 plus a joker circuit. Or like just a joker tag.
Okay. So the second one, 1 to 7 plus a joker, that makes sense to me. The 2 to 12 didn't make any sense. Numbers 2. Why are you starting at 2? So wait, we're safe to assume that this guy will want to set any color, any grade.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
You just put a level on the start of the boulder, or a colored tag on the start of the boulder, or something like that. Okay. So at Hang, we had, by the time I left, we had 7 levels. We started off with 6, but we had to add a level because people needed to see more more progression, which is fair enough. So I think 7 levels is a good place to aim for. I think you had 6 at mono or 5.
6
Yeah,
at mono
6.
and 6 at standard, but I think 7 is a pretty good number as well.
And then it comes down to like what constitutes a level 1, what constitutes a level 2. How far are you spreading out the really easy boulders, and at what point does it get, where does like a 7A sit, a V7?
Yeah.
Where is that in a 1 to 7 scale? I'm not sure I know anymore. I think actually most people don't end up getting to. A lot of people don't end up climbing 7A, so it should sit quite high, like level 6 probably.
Yeah, maybe real. What's a 7A? Is it like kilter? Is it moonboard? Is it font, or is it magic wood?
Yeah,
because there's like a huge difference between like a font 7A and a magic wood 7A.
yeah.
Let's just put it this way. So yeah, how do you approach that? So much with the feeling and how many people. So I think one thing about what we learned and what we agree upon is like if you have 7 circuits and you as soon as you reach circuit number 4, level number 4, you're over the hill. You're like, okay, I can climb more than 50% of the boulders in this gym.
Yeah.
And I'm also very close. I don't know how much this does to people. Like you can see the end. So like level 4 or 5, even though it's unreachable, kind of like, even though like Jake climbed a V12 or whatever you climbed, and you can climb comfortably like V10/V11 sometimes.
Yeah.
You will never ever reach the end of the scale, even though it's really close, Or like the 12 is so close to the 15, but no way.
Like, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but maybe it does something. Maybe it does something to you that you're closer to whatever the end means. Yeah.
Okay, so let's work from that. Let's assume you want most of your customers to get to level 4. What grade do most people end up getting to in their climbing life? I think something along the lines of V4, V4, V5.
Yes.
V4 maybe.
Yes, I think so too.
So the upper limit of level 4 should be V4.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It could be like a 6B plus.
Yeah, 6B plus. Yeah,
something like this.
Something like that. So that's a way of guaranteeing over the course of, like a 3-year climbing career that most of your customers will get to that level, which is really cool. They get to level 4 and they're halfway, they're happy. They've seen 4 levels worth of progression. It's pretty good. You could also argue level 5 is even nicer for them, but then it becomes really, really challenging to decide what is what.
It is very difficult. Like you can make it easier if you have like other gyms to make it just like easier to grasp. Like there are like 2 different levels in one bracket. Like if one gym has like levels 2 to 12, like what the fuck?
Yeah, what the hell?
Like we have the same problem in China at Banana. Like there's level, like the highest level has number 13 till 20.
Yeah. Why to 20?
Yeah, I don't know. Like to show that there's an 8C boulder, maybe, but it doesn't. If it doesn't happen in the gym, if you can't see it, I don't think there's a reason for it to be there.
Yeah.
If it says on the scale like 13 to 20, then I want to see like a 14, 15, 16, 17, like somewhere around there. So I think the brackets are too small, and with a 5, like 1 to 7, you can still like start like gently. You make a quick progress in your climbing career, and then it gets harder and harder, more difficult. The steps get bigger.
There's also this this thing that's kind of confusing to me. We're thinking of switching to levels at Yonder, as you know. We've had a meeting about it separately. We don't know whether to start off by saying, okay, level 3 is going to be grades V2 and V3, or Or do we say level 3 is just level 3, and now you're in the setting team, you know what a level 3 should be after a little while.
Yeah.
And then we just forget about V grades completely. We have no reference for the set day. We just say level 3 is level 3. You set that boulder.
I think you should do that, because as soon as you lose like some kind of V or FB reference, then you need to think more about like what makes a level 3, and what makes a level 3 is like I can do this or that, and I'm not allowed to do this, that move, technique, style, something yet.
So it's easier to work inside some set parameters, and then you know what you're supposed to be setting. But I feel like, do you ever have grade creep with that? Because if you lose sight,
it always happens. Yeah,
but it always happens. I think whether you have a reference point or not, it just happens naturally anyway. But is it exacerbated? Is there more grade creep?
I don't think so, but as far as I know, there's always grade creep in all of the gyms. Like Pat does like regular, like I think every 3 months, like really good circuit reviews in Melbourne, and that's always a bit of a grade creep. If the whole gym, especially like if the team is like, okay, we're working together, we're doing this, you know, you hype yourself up, then everyone becomes a little bit better, in their own style, thingy things, and then it's just like popping up. Yeah, I think that's a thing. Grade creep.
Yeah. So for the levels, really the most important thing you need to give your customers is the feeling of progression. Yeah. If they feel like they're stood still for too long, then they're not happy. They'll probably go climbing somewhere else. So I think 6, 7, maybe 8 levels is a good target. I'm glad you're not starting with V grades or font grades. Very good. Yeah. Happy. Hey, I've got another option. This idea is also being thrown into the pot at Yonder. So maybe you don't know, on the comp wall we set approximately 20 boulders, and we grade. We don't grade them. We don't put a V grade on. We just go in difficulty order. Number 1 is the easiest, and number 20 is the hardest. Most people, the vast majority of people climb at Yonder, will get up to roughly number 12.
Yeah.
So they're like, wow, I've got over halfway. I've only got 8. I've got 8 boulders left. I don't care about the grade. It's the comp wall. But I've done 12 boulders out of 20. That's so sick. Do you think it's worth doing that same system on all the other areas at Yonder? The mezzanine, the cafe, the cave? Or not?
I think it doesn't work, and scientifically wise, it also doesn't work. Like Finny, a friend of mine, she's a setter at Boulder Club in Kreuzberg. She wrote her bachelor or master thesis about what like comparison in sport and in climbing we needed for our synapses, for our brain to give us like endorphins, like to have a feeling of success and feel the emotions. We need to have like a comparison up and down. It doesn't even need to be with another human being. It just needs to be like, it's very difficult for a lot of people, and that's why I feel very gifted. I had this discussion with Felix, friend of mine, Captain Fingerfood. Like he's like 40 plus. Sorry, Felix. I think he's 44. I don't know how old he is.
Turns out he's 38.
No, he's always been. And 30s, like he's a strong physical dude, and he was like, I think 2 years ago he was like, okay, I want to climb 8B as a boulder.
Yeah.
Just like to see, okay, I'm having a progress, and I'm having like a training plan. So he came up with a training routine, asked a professional coach, yada yada, and him and Alexi, like another good friend, they were like, so what do you do when you go outside climbing? And you've seen me, like. For me, there's like not a real difference between like orange, blue, and red circuit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I climb like white boulders, or I climb this or that, but I don't actually give a fuck. As long as the movement is good, I don't give a fuck which grade it is. As long as I'm entertained, and this is like a pretty good gift, because I'm at some point like I found the spot that I don't need to compare myself with anyone else, and also not comparing myself with my climbing ability from 10 years ago or something. But like I go like through a gym, like I'm just wandering around, climb this or that or this or that, and it gives me endorphins or like good feelings if I feel well and like if I just get moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're lucky in that respect, but it's
So
also by virtue of the fact that you've been climbing since you were
yeah,
like 6 year old. So you got past that stage
yeah,
really early, whereas most people, who climb in these gyms have been climbing for 2 years, so
yeah,
they're still on that progression chain.
yeah,
But if we were somehow able to teach them that it's not about the difficulty, it's about experiencing interesting movement, then all our problems would be solved. Maybe you would think so. So yeah,
probably.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
yeah. So yeah, okay. So the 1 to 20 system probably doesn't work. That's fair enough, because number 12 is just completely
Yeah.
meaningless. Yeah.
I,
Okay.
I also think with 1 to 7, you can put yourself like, even though if you're not the most powerful or most best climber / setter ever, you can put yourself in a spot where you are like really comfortable in one bracket, and you can still like have a feeling for, okay, what's level 6, what's level 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it.
I get you. You always get me.
I totally get you, and we never disagree.
And we maybe we have. Where do you really disagree? Not about the green. Green is in itself, it's okay, the green, but
What, in terms of colors or just generally?
climbing. You don't like rock type holes. I love them
No.
more and more. Like every day when I come back to a gym, I'm like, yes, give me that old core rock stuff.
I always like setting with them, and I like climbing on them, but I don't
Yeah.
like the way they look. It's
Mm.
it's purely a visual thing.
Yeah.
I think if, like, we were talking the other day about those new kilter shapes
Yes.
for the PCL. Like, if more modern holds had this like slight surface changes where you had to find the perfect spot,
Yeah.
then I'd be really psyched for it, because they still look modern,
Yeah.
but you still get that benefit of like setting really, really precise knacky stuff
Yeah.
that you get with rock type holds. But no, it's purely a luck thing.
Yeah. I think that's
Blowstone
fun.
Gritstone is phenomenal.
Yeah. The Blowstone Gritstone and the Blowstone Granite is just like wow, if real rock could be as sick as this.
Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's never been possible so far. Even though like the indoor font stuff is like feels like fonty, but it's not fun.
No,
It's like
it's not.
how can you
They get close.
yeah, how can you stand on nothing in font? Like how can you survive this? How? This is the real question.
Yeah, to replicate font truly, you would need to build the wall in such a particular way. You'd have to have like 30-degree slabs, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, etc.
What I thought was really interesting, I asked John like how big is the climbing space, and he said like 700 square meters of wall surface. So I think bigger than yonder.
Okay.
And he said we planned the number of blocks yet, but I guess around 150.
Yeah, that's roughly the same as
intro, a
yonder.
little
Yeah.
bit more dense. Yeah, I think that's also something to consider. Like, how many bowlers do you want, and how many bowlers does it really need to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. We really have to get Tonde on here, because like Tonde and I disagree on the amount of bowlers a gym should have. And Tonde is always like, yeah, 200 bowlers is fine. Like, and I'm like, who the fuck needs 200 bowlers?
You think 200 is too many? Yeah.
I think you need a very, very, very good team nowadays with the resources to make 200 bowlers, like quality-wise, like pretty good. And like, who's climbing?
Yeah.
If you have 200 bowlers and you have 7 circuits, it's like 30 bowlers in every circuit. Then you won't have like 30 bowlers on the first circuit. So where do you put them? You also will not have 30 bowlers in the last circuit. Imagine you had to set like 4 to 5 super fucking hard bowlers every week. It's like I'm talking about like really, really good hard boulders.
Yeah. The quality variance would be all over the place, wouldn't it? You need a really big team or a really good team, and it's really hard to achieve.
Or
But
everything
yeah,
ends up in my favorite difficulty, which is something between V4, V5. I don't know, level like low level 5. You know.
yeah, like at the arch, I think the yellow circuit or the purple and yellow circuit used to be in the region of 35 to 40 in a
Mhm.
in a full circuit, and that's a lot. That's a big day. That's a
Yeah.
really big day to get the quality so high. When I think back, the quality must not have been that high, eh? I don't know. It worked though. It worked really well.
I think it's very, very different. Would have been nice, like to be able to go back to climb a circuit now, solid
Mm.
circuit, and see like how much it differs, how different it is.
Hmm.
Maybe not that many like big new school moves, but within the hold capacities, maybe different techie moves. You know,
Yeah,
a little bit more like like a little bit more pulling or finding the position.
yeah,
Maybe it
totally.
hasn't been like all that bad. Just looked like very different. Uh, I don't know.
We'll
Yeah.
never know.
I think we should go to the Netherlands and climb some circuits at Delft Floor
Yeah.
or like at the monk gyms. Monk gyms, just like climb a circuit together. Let's see what it's like.
Okay, we should do that. Send
Okay.
me a date. Maybe, yeah, maybe I'll bring Paul and he can get some inspiration.
Yeah, man. I mean, it has to be good. Otherwise, it's otherwise we're just drinking beer and be like, ooh. But but the train is like good. Like I'm coming by train, by the way, in April.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Eurostar, super
Yeah.
quick. It's quick, and if you book it in advance, it's not very expensive.
Yeah, it isn't. So, friends, I'm going to London in April. We're setting a comp. What is it called, Jake? Now it's time to.
Cream, get the money, dollar bills, yo. It's our spring comp, Wu-Tang inspired. It's going to be slightly Dockmasters inspired, also like Dockmasters format. So we'll do 10 qualifying boulders for the professional tour. I think it's going to be called Cream of the Crop. I don't know why. Anyway, so
I
if
like
you
it.
if you want if you want the chance of making finals, then you have to compete in that round. There'll be 10 boulders. You're allowed only 5 attempts per boulder, nothing more. So
We,
super high
we,
pressure.
we did this already at the last Hangiversary, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we did it,
Okay, I know how it works. Okay,
and
nice.
it worked out really well, right?
Yeah.
Super. I love it. I love that format. And then in the straight after that round, there'll be a recreational round, so you can climb 40 boulders between levels easy and levels slightly harder. And then in the evening there'll be a final. There you go.
It's gonna be
And
so good.
yeah, it's going to be great. And hopefully we can get some big names and there'll be some prize money. And it's Yonder. It's always a good show. We'll get some beers out afterwards. It could be good.
And it's a 1 day comp, just the whole
one
Saturday.
one day. Yeah, that's all you need.
It's great.
less stress, isn't it?
I cannot wait for it. It's in April, so I got 4 more weeks to get in a really good shape.
Nah, you don't need to be in shape.
No, I want to. I want to smash you.
Careful. Not allowed to say that on the pod. That's just between you and me.
So, Jan,
good.
we hope we can help you, or we were able to help you a little bit about difficulties and colors. It's all personal. Feel free to send us PMs, because Jake and we talk a lot about colors and hold brands and holds,
Yeah.
and what you can mix or what you cannot mix. I think there's a whole science behind it nowadays about the whole nerdism.
Nerding. Nerdism, yeah, nerdism. Holdism.
Holdism,
yeah. The rabbit hole goes pretty deep on holds. So if you need the knowledge, come and get it.
Yeah, and it always differs like which market, and if you're able to repurchase holds as well. A lot of people are like, okay, we're opening the gym now, and then we will buy new holds soon, and then all of a sudden it's like, we don't have money for that, and then you're fucked.
Yeah.
Or maybe you are sitting somewhere like a place in Australia where you sometimes need to wait multiple months
Yeah.
until an order arrives.
Honestly, even if you're in the UK, you could be waiting 3 or 4 months at the moment. The lead times are very long, and if you don't factor that in, you're fucked.
Yeah, stuff like this. So
But
always stuff to consider.
Guys like us, we know the cheat codes. There's often stuff in stock. You can find it. You just got to speak to the right people. That sounds like we're gatekeeping, but it's just insider knowledge. Okay.
Yes.
Stop there.
Get the insider knowledge. Okay, what are you doing now?
Well, I climbed this morning. But I might go and shape. I might go into the workshop and shape some stuff.
You do that.
Yeah.
Shapey.
What about you?
I think I'm either taking a nap, play some records, or go to the bathtub, or play table tennis.
Oh, I do that.
I think. Did you know? After I came back from China and I gave his custom-made Chinese pedal, I was not able to find my own one ever again.
No.
It probably was just like very salty. It was like, you brought your roommate a new one, and now I always need to borrow one of Armin's old ones.
You know what it means though? You need to go back to China.
I need to go back to China and get myself like a custom-made table tennis pedal.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, friends out there, enjoy the weekend. We love you. Life is good. Live your
Sun's
dreams.
out. Guns out.
Catch you later.
Bye.